Welcome to South Park, Pennsylvania, right outside of Pittsburgh for the Stars and Stripes Nationals, the fourth stop on the Huffy Road to Glory Tour. Rich Hollenberg, I'll be joined in a second by Paul Higgins and Craig Reynolds. Let's take a look at the competitors in the Pro Main number 1. First, Greg Romero riding for Robinson in gate number 1. There's Robbie Miranda next to him riding for DK. Dale Holmes from England riding for GT, and Matt Polkamp next to him riding for Schwinn. Then we have Gary Ellis on GT bicycles, Eric Abadessa riding for Standard, Charles Townsend next to him riding for Robinson, Randy Stumphauser riding for Huffy, and we are just about set for the first race of the day, the Pro Main number 1.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
And it's a clean start. Out of the gate, it looks like it's Gary Ellis leading into turn 1. He got the whole shot. Over the first set of doubles and into turn 1, it is Gary Ellis, your leader. On the number 220 bike, he's followed by the number 2 bike. That is Romero. Romero right behind him. Over the tabletop, and it's still Gary Ellis leading. Greg Romero right on his tail. And Romero makes the move around the turn and passes Ellis into the final straightaway. It's going to be Romero. Robbie Miranda coming up from behind, passes Ellis, and the final is Greg Romero, Robbie Miranda in second, Gary Ellis followed by Dale Holmes and Randy Stumphauser. This South Pro Main event number 2. After the first Pro Main, it was Greg Romero, Robbie Miranda, and Gary Ellis finishing 1, 2, 3. Let's see what happens in the main event number 2. And they're off. It's a clean start over the first set of doubles. Things getting tight. And into the first turn, there's a crash, and that's Greg Romero and Dale Holmes. They are both out of the race. Gary Ellis taking control after that first turn. Gary Ellis over the set of triples into turn 2. It's Gary Ellis followed by Polkamp. Gary Ellis over the big jump and into the final turn. It's Gary Ellis followed by Polkamp, and in third, it's Robbie Miranda. Ellis in the rhythm section, and it's going to be Gary Ellis. Close behind is Matt Polkamp, Robbie Miranda third, Eric Abadessa fourth, and Charles Townsend in fifth. Greg Romero and Dale Holmes both expected to contend for the title. Both crashed into turn 1 and were out. And that sets the stage for the Pro Main number 3. There's Randy Stumphauser for Huffy. Next to him, Dale Holmes riding for GT. Eric Abadessa, who's got a top 5 finish. Finished in 4th in Pro Main number 2. There's Robbie Miranda, who finished 2nd in Pro Main number 1. Greg Romero, as we mentioned, the winner in Pro Main number 1. Next to him, Charles Townsend riding for Robinson. And there's Gary Ellis riding for GT. Gary Ellis, the leader so far after 2 events. Matt Polkamp in 3rd after 2 events. It's all going to be decided in Pro Main number 3. And out of the gates they come. It's Eric Abadessa with the whole shot. Into the first set of doubles, it's Abadessa with the lead in turn 1. Right behind him, Gary Ellis. Right behind Ellis is Stumphauser, but Stumphauser making a move over the pro section. Abadessa continues with his lead, and Stumphauser takes over second. It's Gary Ellis in 3rd now. Abadessa, Stumphauser, and Ellis, 1, 2, 3 in Pro Main number 3. Around the final turn, it's Eric Abadessa with a strong race into the rhythm section. And it's going to be Abadessa, followed by Randy Stumphauser, Gary Ellis, Robbie Miranda, and Charles Townsend. Your big winner on the day with 3 top 3 finishes is Gary Ellis.
This is huge for me. This is really big. You know, this is world famous South Park. It's one of the gnarliest and best tracks in the nation. Big, huge, you know, core of people back here riding and jumping, and it's a great scene back here, and it just means a whole bunch. You know, I knew I had a good straight, I knew I had a good start, and that was my thing. I just wanted to be consistent. I kind of gave up that first main a little bit, and just knew I had to make it up and be consistent. My GT felt good. And it just ended up being a great day.